Today, Mad Catz has found its mojo. We are sad to report. This is CheckPoint. Welcome to CheckPoint, asking the hard-hitting questions like, can't we all just get beyond two souls?
UK-based game developer Martin Hollis, best known for his work as the game director on the N64 version of GoldenEye, has created an experimental game/art project called Aim for Love. It works like this. 2 giant screens are set up in a public plaza, showing the crowd that happens to be gathered there. The player gets to indulge in their inner matchmaker by picking 2 people out of the crowd and suggesting either a platonic or romantic match. Don't you just love it when your weird aunt comes over and tells you about some nice young lady she met on a bus, and that you two would just make the sweetest couple, so hurry up and make with the babies already so you don't die alone and sad like your Uncle Eugene? Now you can have strangers doing that to you too.
Battlefield 4 is now in open beta, and as with Battlefield 3, it comes bundled up with the wonderfully named anti-cheaty face technology, Punkbuster. As a reminder, Punkbuster is always running on your computer, even when Battlefield is not. Punkbuster runs at a system level. It can, and does, look at every file on your hard drive, whether or not it's related to the game, and it can send screenshots back to its presumably evil headquarters, likely somewhere with a moat, sharks, and lasers. The Terms of Service even outright says, licensee agrees that any harm or lack of privacy resulting from the installation and use of Punkbuster software is not as valuable to licensee as the potential ability to play interactive online games with the benefits afforded by using Punkbuster software. But then, you all stopped listening as soon as I said Battlefield 4 is in open beta, didn't you?
Square Enix has announced it is bringing Dragon Quests 1 through 8 to iOS and Android. Square hasn't listed the prices for the games yet, but expect them to fall somewhere between "you're joking, right?" and "get fucked."
What's less desirable than an Ouya? An Ouya made by Mad Catz. But wait, it's worse. It's also 2.5 times the price. The Mad Catz Mojo micro console for Android is $250 and made by the accessory company that brought you such innovations as the second player controller that was pretty decent and $5 cheaper. What is the market for this thing even supposed to be? People who have $250 to spend on a console and yet have also decided to boycott Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft? Someone looking for yet another way to play Angry Birds on their TV? A discerning consumer looking for a luxury Android micro console experience? Idiots? Truly, the mind boggles.
The Xbox One version of Madden NFL 25 is getting its own mobile app called Coach Glass. Whoop-dee shit, right? No. Coach Glass is not just any mobile app. This app can analyze what players your opponent is using and what formation those players are in, and then using that information, it can figure out what your opponent is up to and tell you how to beat them, which sounds amazing, but remember, your opponent's probably going to be using Coach Glass too. But with this, video games have finally reached their apex, an epic battle of wits between 2 clusters on the same server, handicapped only by the 2 squishy meat sacks they're being forced to play through.
That's it for this week. Thank you for watching, and thank you all to everyone who contributed to our Kickstarter. We're very excited for 2014.
And as a special last-minute backer reward, we've decided to give nobody who backed us a Mad Catz Mojo.
You're welcome.
Coming up, Maxis says they have an entire team focused on an offline mode for SimCity. But wasn't being online supposed to be totally integral to the design of the game? No? Good.